Hey, this is Langerman from Violinna Live, helping you along your musical journey. In this video, I'm going to share with you two great exercises to help coordinate your left hand timing to your spiccato. And you can do these exercises on a scale or Schradig or something like Kreutzer too. When playing spiccato, it's important to realize that the left hand is going to have to switch notes a little bit faster, so a little bit earlier than if you were playing a passage in detache or slurred. This is because in spiccato, you only really hear the beginning of each note followed immediately by a release. So this means that the note change happens while the bow is in the air. Now, practicing spiccato passages in detache is really great in order to establish the fundamentals of the bow stroke itself, as I demonstrated in this video right here. But I realized that it doesn't really address the left-hand coordination situation. So the first exercise is going to be, I guess, a spin-off of playing detache. And it's going to more accurately imitate what the left hand is going to be doing in spiccato. So what we're going to do, we'll take something simple, so like the Schradig, right? And instead of doing detache, we're going to basically slur each note into the next one. So the bow is going to be doing the same thing as I just did, but like that. So by doing this, what happens is that the left hand is changing on, I guess you can say, the offbeat, if you were to place the metronome on each of the notes. So you would be changing on the ands, and. So that's when I would change the notes. Or Kreutzer 2. This places the left hand earlier than the beat as it would be in detache or slurred. Or because as you can see, when I just did it in detache and slurred, the left hand was much closer to what the bow is doing. But in spiccato, because it has to be that much earlier, slurring it like before would be a more effective way to practice the timing. So this leads to the second exercise, and in this one we're going to switch it to spiccato and basically do exactly the same thing. What we're going to do is, you're going to imagine the offbeats, and on the ends we're going to switch the note. So if we do this very slow, I'll do it really slowly, off the string. So maybe you can hear in the video, I'm not sure. I'm going to try to exaggerate my left hand action here so you can hear the sound of me dropping and lifting my fingers, so you'll hear the timing of it. So it's going to be right in between the beats. One, and. And then you can try it faster, so let's try bum, 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 bum. And if it starts to get uncoordinated, you can go back to the slur. But ideally, you would be doing this all with a metronome, because it's really important to get that timing just right. So it's right in the middle. You can also try to put it a little bit closer to the next beat, but actually for spiccato, I would try to focus more on placing it right in the center, because later when you're going to be doing this at quicker tempos, that's really going to be the best way to make sure that the left hand isn't behind, because very often when the spiccato is not coordinated between the hands, it's 99% of the time it's because the left hand is a little bit behind. So try it a little bit faster now. But in my head, I'm thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so I'm subdividing in my head. The reason I'm not using a metronome in this video, by the way, disclaimer alert, is because the metronome I currently practice with is on my phone, which I am recording through right now. My real metronome is out of batteries and I'm too lazy to go buy new ones. So anyway, I hope you get the point, and of course let's try this again on Kreutzer 2. So I'll do it slowly. Change, change, change. and. Twice as fast. And you can always switch back and forth between these two exercises. So this way, the left hand timing remains the same. I hope these exercises are helpful for you. They can be a little bit tricky at first, but once you get into the groove, it saves so much time. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What was the biggest takeaway for you? And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to share it with a friend or a colleague. If you would like a summary of my content, both in writing and video form, twice a month in your inbox, sign up for my bi-monthly newsletter down in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I upload every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Happy practicing, and I will see you next time.